Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Podcast Accelerator, the thrice weekly show that brings you podcast education, industry insights, and straight talking reactions to podcasting news. I'm your host, Mark Asquith, that British podcast guy and CEO and co-founder here at Rebel Base Media, the podcasting company that creates the Podcast Success Academy, podcast websites, Productivity, Rebel Base Studios, and Captivate.fm, the world's only growth-oriented podcast host, where you can get your first month of podcast hosting for just $1 and transfer an existing podcast in completely for free. Go and check that out at Captivate.fm. Now, today on the show, we're going to talk about 3 tips for choosing a podcast name, and I almost feel bad even having to put this episode together, because you know what it's like when you're so well versed with something and you work in something so very often, you kind of forget, you take for granted the knowledge that you've got. And these 3 tips that I've got for you today are very, very simple tips, but you would be amazed at the amount of people that I see getting this wrong every single day. But before we get into that, just a quick reminder that the team at Aweber, my friends over there, are still giving you that 90 days to try out their email marketing platform. Now, email marketing is vital. We talk about this so much here at Rebel Base Media, and we do a heck of a lot of tutorials on email marketing for podcasters inside the Podcast Success Academy, which is our knowledge academy that helps you to grow and create your audience, helps you to launch your podcast, and helps you to generate revenue through that podcast. And that's why email marketing is right at the center of everything that I believe most podcasters should be doing. So, if you're a podcaster, if you're not generating revenue, ask yourself, are you doing enough with your email list? And I'm willing to bet that the answer is no. So please, go and give Aweber a whirl. I use it for everything that I do, and you can do the very, very same thing. Build your audience, build your tribe, connect with them, and start to generate some revenue, all right? So go and check that out at markasquith.com/Aweber. Now, choosing a podcast name sounds easy, but it's too important to rush, and it's too easy to be cute with your name. There are some things that you must consider during this process, so let's look at them. Now, like I said at the beginning of this session, it almost feels like a sort of a non of an episode. Like, why am I even talking about this? Because some of the tips that I'm going to give you are super, super simple, but podcasters get too cute. They think they're being clever because they know their industry well, they know their content well, they know what they're talking about very, very well. So it's easy to try and imply things. It's easy to get cute with names. It's easy to have to create names that you have to explain. It's all wrong. It has to be really, really clear. Now, yes, of course, you should also have a descriptive subtitle for your podcast. You should have that, and that's sort of a small elevator pitch, an XYZ statement, perhaps. You know, I help X to do Y so that Z can happen. With mine, it's podcast education, industry insights, and straight talking reactions to podcasting news. That's the one-liner. It's very, very simple. It does what it says on the tin, all right? So the subtitle can do a lot of the work for you, but the name is very often the first thing that people are exposed to when it comes to your show. Now, tip number 1 for choosing a podcast name is how to choose a podcast name. Very simply, you've got to make it descriptive. You have to make it descriptive. All right? No education can be required. Nothing can be required to make this happen. You can't say something like, okay, I'm going to do a golf podcast and I'm going to call it something like, I don't know, From the Bunker. That's fine. That kind of sounds cute, but what is it? Is it a war games thing? Is it an army podcast? Like, I don't get it. You know, what is it? What is it? You can start to do things, though, where there are certain niches. So let's use that golf example again, where you take wording that is almost exclusive to that particular thing, that particular niche. So as an example, using that, From the Bunker is kind of nice, you know, and you and I looking at this through a golf lens, when you know it's a golf podcast, you're like, oh, that's kind of a cute little name for it. Yeah, that's good. I like that. But to anyone else, just browsing the Apple Podcast Store or Spotify store, it could be anything. That could be any other kind of bunker out there. However, there are things that golf has that nothing else has. Things like a clubhouse, perhaps. So Kieran's built a new show, and he's looking at calling it something like Clubhouse Blues, which is very clearly golf-oriented, all right? Or it's more likely to be golf-oriented. The Podcast Accelerator is very, very clearly helping you to accelerate your podcast, okay? Now, on the flip side of that, We've got another couple of podcasts out there, okay? So we've got Spark of Rebellion. If you're a Star Wars fan, you will know instantly that that's a Star Wars show. That's what we're aiming for with that. The other show that I do with Jess, which is called Captivate, is slightly different. I'm kind of not taking my own advice too much with that. Instead, I'm letting the tagline do the job. The definitive guide to becoming an audio influencer. That does its job. Now, there is a reason for that, and that is because that is a branded podcast. It's by Rebel Base Media on behalf of the Captivate platform. It's branded as Captivate. So that is more of a marketing exercise, all right? It's a branded piece of content. That is the only slight caveat that I would add there. But if you're creating your first podcast, or if you're rebranding your podcast, make sure your name is descriptive. Number 2, it's got to be easy to remember. So if you think about it, descriptive means that you don't have to educate on what your podcast is about. The name sort of does the job for you. Likewise, it has to be easy to remember. Clubhouse Blues, Spark of Rebellion. Very, very easy to remember. The Podcast Accelerator, big bolshy name, big bolshy cover. It's got to be out there. It's got to be obvious. It's got to be easy to remember. It can't be that, what's that show that's about podcasting? And I can't remember. It's something to do with accelerating your show. Oh, you mean the Podcast Accelerator? Well, yeah, of course. I could have called it something cute, but I didn't. All right. So it's got to be easy to remember. Don't get too cute. And the third tip that I'm going to give you is this is vital. All right. You never see podcast cover art at really anything higher than 500 pixels wide. The best case you're going to see is 500 pixels wide. Ordinarily, you're seeing it at maybe 300, 400, 200 on a small screen when you're browsing the directories. So this has got to be easily readable at small resolutions and sizes. So it can't be Mark Asquith's ultimate guide to becoming the definitive audio influencer. It can't be that as the name. Podcast Accelerator. Boom. Spark of Rebellion. Boom. Think it through, okay? It's got to be easy to read at small resolutions. That is vital, because if it's illegible, I'm just going to keep on scrolling, all right? So to recap, number 1, your podcast name should be descriptive. There should be no education required. It should do what it says on the tin. Number 2, it should be easy to remember. Number 3, it should be readable at small screen sizes, small resolutions, all right? Think on. Take that advice and you'll not go far wrong with your podcast name. Now, thank you so much for joining me here on the Podcast Accelerator. Remember to tell all of your podcasting friends that the show is available to listen to for free in any app that supports podcasts. And if you're wondering what the best next step to take for your own podcast is, whether you're a new or veteran podcaster, go ahead and take our short 5-minute survey where I'm going to help you to diagnose and solve the main issue holding your show and your podcast growth back. And I'm going to give you access to our free, vibrant Podcast Rebellion community. Weekly group coaching from me and the team, actionable and insider-only emails, and of course, a free invitation to the Podcast Success Academy. So please go ahead and invest 5 minutes now to grow your podcast by heading to rebelbasemedia.io/grow. And until the next time, never forget, the more you expect from yourself, the more you will excel.